Good morning, champions of the light, champions of peace, champions of minding our own business, champions of just letting go and letting God. All of the above, my dears, is each one of you, and then some, so much so that you would be in bliss for forever, just getting to know yourself. And you know what? it's an ever new it's an ever new experience in truth. Do you know it just doesn't have a top place to go and that's it, that's the end of the road for truth and for bliss and for happiness? No, it's ever new. Can you imagine? I'm gonna If you could make a wish right now, make a wish upon a star. How about how about upon the star of your spiritual eye? What would it be? What would you wish for, my dears? Right? A miracle, because we're going to look at just how simple it is to have a miracle today. How does that sound? Right? And it starts like right now, in you deciding what is it that you are going to ask for. Okay? Because it could make your day, or it could have be another ordinary day, or we could say this is Holy Saturday today, which is like saying, Lord, be with me. It's like, of, of course he's with us, right? So you don't have to pray, Lord, be with me, because the divine is already with me. You don't have to say, well, today's a holy Saturday and tomorrow is a holy day as well because it's Easter Sunday. Everything is holy. Everything is holy already. All right. Yeah. Everything is holy already. So, having said all that, my dears, I just want to start with a few little really sweet reminders before we jump into our our major point we want to make today, which is really quite frankly what we're saying. All right. And this is just our friend Thich Nhat Hanh, who says we have a tendency, this is Thich Nhat Hanh saying, we have a tendency to think in terms of doing and not in terms of being. Joy is in being. Joy is in being, my dears. Do you know that you live, move, and have your being in joy? And of course, make the list in love, peace, happiness, all those things. Think in terms, so we have a tendency to think in terms of doing and not in terms of being. We think that when we are not doing anything, we are wasting our time. But that's not true. Our time is first of all for us to be. So that wish that you're holding in your heart right now, that request, one beautiful wish to the divine. That's what we're asking. Doesn't have to be now, it can be later. You can hold it in your heart for a while. You can stay with it until you just hit the bell, ting, and it's just the perfect wish for you. It brings you kind of what we're saying, brings you the joy that you are, brings you the peace that you are. That would be a wonderful miracle, wouldn't it? But it's already here. So first of all, we need to just be. To be what? Thich Nhat Hanh says, to be alive. This is such a great day to be alive, Kathleen. As you know, it's such a great day to be alive, to be peaceful, to be joyful, to be loving. Is there anything? Maybe we can help you out if some of you feel like there's something, so you got to stop her on some of this stuff, right? You still have an edge on something, right? Or how about a chip on your shoulder, right? We can magically dissolve it right here, just in the love that we all bring to the table on this sacred soul meditation. All right. So we have no excuse not to be able to enjoy all the aspects, all the beautiful God aspects of God. Yeah. God is you, and you are that one, and we are that. And that is what the world needs most, to be, just be, to be alive, to be peaceful, to be joyful, to be loving. And that's what the world needs the most, says Thich Nhat Hanh. Wow. So this is called let your miracle find you in this moment. Let your miracle, the thing that you're going to wish for, find you in this moment. So there's no have tos, there's no shoulds, there's nothing that is the right answer or whatever. It's just between you and having the holiest day when it's not necessarily a Saturday or some other cause, but it's the holiest day because you start to realize who you are and what really is flowing in you, what is giving you breath, what is giving you life, what is giving you maybe a percolating joy, percolating love. But let's go to and discover and to see if we can find our miracle moment. All right, find it in this moment. So this little post starts by saying, "Find it in this moment. Don't wait." Hi, Cami. Hi, Cami. Don't wait for the miracle of your request being fulfilled. Do you have any doubts? Do we all have some tendencies to doubt that there? What do you mean miracle? This is just more words. This is just, somebody being positive and this and that. Do we still have those naysayers coming in through one side of our brain, through one ear, and it's just yakking away, doing its thing on us, right? Or do we have 100% trust and faith that my Lord is lives, breathes, and is in ecstasy because of us, because of you and me. And especially when we can just be ourselves with the divine, just be ourselves. Can you imagine that someone says, what are you up to today? Are you going to do something special? And inside you say, yes, something special today. And you don't have to say what it is. And maybe it's a play date. Maybe it's a play date with the divine, my dears. Maybe it's a play date where you don't have to do anything, where you can just sit and muse on the magnificence and the power and the light. You are submerged in the eternal light. It permeates every particle of our being. It permeates everything. We're living in the light, my dears. We're living in the light. So find your miracle in this moment. All is possible. Okay? All is possible. If it's in you, all is possible if it's in you to embrace. If you're willing to embrace it, it's all possible. It's on the way. Your miracle is on the way. If you are hoping for a miracle, let that miracle find you, my dears. Let it find you. Imagine it in your life. Imagine it. Imagine it that fairy tales do come true. Imagine it that God is listening all the time. He knows your thoughts before you even think them. He wants you to be so sky high happy today and filled with joy and be moving in joy, walking in joy, letting your thoughts be joyful. You don't think that you have a whole team of divine beings that are so excited about this possibility right now for us? Because if you were an angel of sorts, my dears, or maybe even an archangel, wouldn't you, or a guardian angel, wouldn't you want to your wouldn't you want to give your person an amazing experience? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Because their joy is giving joy. Their joy is seeing joy in us. Does that make sense? So you automatically, if you wish for everyone, Tara, Marty, Lynn, Lisa, Jim, Kathleen, Cami, Ellen, to just be in joy today. Forget all the things that we are so smarty pants about. I used to tell people in yoga, you know why they have yoga clothes? So you have to take off your smarty pants. So let's just let's you don't have to wear the smarty pants today, right? You don't have to have it all figured out and then be following it like a labor to follow this idea of something that is just has nothing to do with what we're sharing right now, right? It's more like the stream yesterday where everything's about us. Everything's about us, and it's not about the divine. Yesterday's stream was, it's the opposite. It's all about the joy. It's all about the presence that's with us right now. All right. Imagine it in your life, this miracle finding you right now, my dears. Embrace it and fill that need that's in your soul and heart and body right now. Fill that need. Allow that miracle. Allowing that miracle is simple. Just ask. Not with your mind, though, but with your heart. Ask. Ask. Ask the beloved who already knows what you're going to say. All right. And ask with one's heart. Allow that loving power to radiate the universal flow of all there is. Allow that loving power as you get your miracle, little miracle of presence. Miracle of presence right now, my dears. Everything that it gets shut down, that is the old you, everything's shut down. We're going to hear something about that coming up. All that is just shut down. There's no use for it anymore because it's the joy factor that's the most important thing today, right? That we all can just be in that first and foremost, the joy factor. Let it all go and be happy for others in their joy. Maybe make that a top priority, being happy for others in their joy and in their happiness, right? Have you ever stopped to muse on that one? Be humble, this goes on to say, and allow the miracle to possess your essence and grace. Allow the miracle to possess your essence and grace, to bring about the circumstance and let your miracle take place. So allow the miracle to possess your essence and grace to bring about the circumstance and let your miracle take place. I wonder if they rhymed that on purpose. Be humble, my dears. Be humble, be kind. First, possess that thought in your mind. Speak the words. Speak the words your ears need to hear right now. Wow. Speak away, my dears, the words your ears need to hear right now. Wow. Might be a surprise. Might be a beautiful surprise. And allow it to sink into your being. Let your mind and those spoken words that you're speaking into your ear right now, the ones you really need to hear, let your mind and those spoken words into your heart now. Let it into your heart. So your heart is just blazing. It's just blazing with love. You can even write it down what you're experiencing when we're done. And read these words with feeling and confidence, whatever it is that you're writing down. Allowing the feeling to radiate, to enlarge, to become bigger than one's wishes. Yeah. Let your miracle become bigger than just your wishes, my dears. Embrace that feeling, that faith, that confidence, and be grateful for all there is and all that will be from this day to eternity. Breathe in and let it go. Sending that into the universe nice and slow. So they are rhyming somewhat. Let whatever is not, whatever is nonsense, yeah, it makes so much sense to drop the nonsense so you can see super clearly. It makes so much sense to drop the nonsense so you can see super clearly and send into the universe nice and slow whatever it is that you need to let go. Then sit back and wait. Sit back and wait with hope and courage. Because what if God's giving it to you right now? What if? Just saying, what if? Or have we already kind of gone past that, or this little cute little thing we're doing this morning, right? And we're thinking about what our next thing is going to be like today, right? Sit back and wait with hope and courage, and accept that fate. Accept your fate of joy, my dears. Accept your fate of knowing who you are today, that there is no separation between you and that divine one at all. That you are that divine one. The divine one is you, and you are the divine one, and you are one with that divine one. Accept that fate. Accept your fate. You know, another great practice is to just on exhale breaths, you breathe in, big inhale, and on the exhale, you just fall. You just fall to pieces, my dears, and feel those arms of Christ consciousness just holding you up. You're jumping from a bridge into cold water, and then just feel, or whatever you want to visualize, and just feel that every single time God picks you up, you can't drop. You cannot drop dead. All right? You cannot drop, because there is always the divine that is like a buoy that is there to take care of you, or a boat, or loving arms, or just the most beautiful feeling you've ever had in your heart, or wonderful kind of intuitions coming into you, the most beautiful thoughts you've ever had, and they just come in uninvited by you. They're coming in as gifts from the one who loves you the most. Things like that, my dears, accept your fate, because it's divine timing that will set your miracle free. Divine timing. And that's not so difficult. Let's just be in tune with the divine. Let's tune our minds with the divine, and we're in divine timing, right? It's time to tune our mind with the divine is divine timing. It's time to tune our mind with the divine, and that's divine timing. And that will set our miracle free, my dear. It's up to you and me to accept it and allow it to be. Kind of sweet, right? Isn't that nice? And this is now just some words just to get us into the 5D consciousness, because we are moving in this morning in higher dimensions, higher consciousness, higher frequencies. If you haven't noticed already, that's what we're doing. And I want to just share a little more with you about this fifth dimension. The fifth dimension living, baby. This was just a setup for fifth dimension living. It holds no judgments. Oh, thank God. It holds no competition. Oh, thank God. No lack of resources. Thank God. It's the living frequency of love. Thank God. And it's unity based. There's never a thought that is negative about anybody, anything, anytime, anywhere. And I don't care what the circumstances are. All right? Because we're dropping it. We're dropping it. And we're getting lifted. We're getting lifted to higher vibrations that we just go, oh my God, thank you so much. I just don't never want to leave this presence of yours. Maybe that was your wish. Lord, I never want to leave your presence ever, ever, ever. Bless me with that ability to be in your presence, because I know you're in me. Now help me to be in you, right? And love and light to all the people I know in my life, all the familia, all the whatever. work associates, friends, whatever, all of it, just blessings galore on everybody. But keep your wish simple and powerful and keep wishing, my dears, and just sit back and be, watch. It's a quote from the Bible, for you know not which hour your Lord doth come. Watch. For you know not which moment your miracle is going to come to you. The exact one that you're crystal clear about requesting from the divine. Crystal clear. And again, how does it make you feel? All right. You got to go by that. You got to go by if it's going to be a lifter or just something nice or something practical that you're going to wish for or whatever, right? What is it? How does it make you feel? Because we need to feel that we are complete joy bunnies. Hey, on Easter Sunday, the joy bunnies, the bliss bunnies. Yeah, the Rainbow Bridge tribe has become the bliss bunnies for Easter. So it's living in the frequency of love, this fifth dimensional living. It's unity based and it's consciousness, God consciousness in form. So I bow to each of you in your forms right now. That is God in your form, my dears. Tara, Marty, Lynn, Lisa, Kathleen, Cami, Ellen. Yeah, yeah. So can I read a little bit about the frequency of the fifth dimension, my dears? You know that the frequency of the fifth dimension brings quick creation. In other words, quick responses from the divine and from your heart and soul. Quick, bang, instant creation. It's like instant soup or instant pudding. It's just instant, right? Everybody's looking for a quick, instant update, but they don't know it. We want quick, divine updates every single moment of our rest of our physical existence for this time around. Instant updates. We want, we, okay, we want. Maybe you don't want. So the frequency of the fifth dimension brings quick creation. There is no judgment of good or bad. We just read that. No judgment of good or bad, right or wrong. Instead, it brings forth the ability to let go and allow joy and happiness to flow in, period. That's what Thich Nhat Hanh says. You just be, there's nothing to do. Be alive, be in joy. Oh, that's boring? All right. So there's no judgment, good or bad, right or wrong. Instead, it brings forth the ability to let go and allow joy and happiness to flow in, my dears. This is the emerging era of the new matrix of light. We are the light, the beautiful light. We're living in the light. We're living in the light. We're living in the light is the light. So our job is to let go of all the old third dimensional thinking and the old distortions you were taught to be true for you. We don't know it because we're caught in our opinions still, right? And the way we went to Google and we found out all these answers, which is fine, right? But we don't want to get dependent on anything but more joy in this moment, or a miracle breaking out right now in this moment, or a smile getting larger in this moment. Forgiveness. All you want to do is forgive and embrace and love everything, everyone, everywhere today. That's it, right? Clean slate, absolutely clean slate. Because these old dimensional, third dimensional thinking and old distortions you were taught to be true, they may be fragments you are still carrying inside of you, preventing further progress in ascending. What is ascending? I'm a little happier than I was just a minute ago, right? I'm freer than I was a minute ago. Ascension, right? You want to resurrect, my dears? Let's put that into the coffee. the coffee percolator. Dun 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 dun. Remember that commercial? Maxwell House, I think. So listen, a little more. We might be carrying some fragments. We don't want to be carrying some fragments inside of us, preventing further progress in ascending to be happier today, to be all forgiving today, all loving today. Wow. I know. It's pretty simple, Simon, isn't it? It's pretty simple, Simon. These old pieces of old patterns could be making your life difficult to manage these days. This is the biggest year for ascension, by the way. And the turning of the next cycle, and many of you will be, or you already are, living in a fifth dimension reality as you come to this stream. We do our best to go up, don't we? Don't we go up? We do our best. We don't even know we're doing our best. But we've come to the best because each of you are doing your best. That makes the whole tribe, everybody doing their best. It's just an underlying beautiful frequency that each of you come here. That's why it makes me, as we used to say in the old days, so stoked. So stoked. Remember? All right. This is the biggest year for ascension, though. Many of you are already living there. This is where the split or bifurcation becomes increasingly obvious. When things feel smooth, listen, my dears, when things feel smooth, and supported, you will know you are in the upper timelines. Marty, did you get that? When you feel smooth and supported, versus, I know for me, I feel things instantly. I feel frequencies instantly. And because I have a little experience in wanting, my heart to always be filled with a higher frequency and things like that, right? So when it's not there, it's bloody murder. It's horrible. So we don't want to have that stuff going on. We don't want to get used to having these negative things going on or even negative thoughts or these opinions. We don't want them because it takes away from the joy, from the lightness, from the unconditionality of life, right? Of all those beautiful things that we all are. So if you feel that things are smooth and supported, you're on the right track. And if you're not on the right track. So that's the time maybe sometimes we need to walk away. We just need to walk away because there's not the supportive energy there and it's not the smooth cruise. Now, that doesn't mean the old system smooth cruise either. You will know you are on the upper timeline when things become heavy or confusing. God, that's the last thing we need today is to be confused because we're in our heads. Because we've got the whole thing, we've left God out of the picture. We've left joy out of the picture. The last thing we want to have happen, in my opinion, today, is to have not this open, unceasing correspondence, let's say, with things that are bringing a smooth cruise, my dears, and a lot of support and a lot of clarity. And when things become heavy or confusing, take a quiet moment and come back to the center of your heart. Or I'd like to say, walk away. Trisha's saying lately to me, let's count to 10. Remember? Let's count to 10. And then come back to the center of the heart to exit this lower timeline. This is your choosing to be the frequency of love, my dears. Remember, there's no judgment. If old patterns reemerge, the energies are strong and they serve to remove anything that no longer matches your heart. Everything needs to match this beautiful heart when your heart is beautiful, when you're in that space. It needs to match it. And if your heart is in not such a good place, or you're mad or you're upset or whatever, you know how the human can get, then we need to do something immediately. We need to recoup and bring out our whole toolkit and get busy with getting up close and personal with the joy and with the love and with the presence that's always with us and helping us out. So This is you choosing to be in the frequency of love. Remember, there's no judgment if old patterns reemerge. The energies are strong and they serve to remove anything that no longer matches your heart. So the energies are so strong and positive, my dears, even though the world seems not to be so positive, these energies that are coming in, don't you think the good side, the bright side, the side of the light is doing everything it can and then some to remove anything that doesn't match this big, beautiful heart of yours? Because this outer world's going to mimic what's in that heart of yours. And if it's depressed, if it just feels horrible, if it feels like, God, why did I say that? Da 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 da. Then we got to get busy and clear the decks, swap the decks, my dears, and remove anything that doesn't match this beautiful heart of yours. Okay, this timeline split is the exact doorway you have been preparing for, and is no longer something you are waiting for because it's here. You will see new communities forming, new ways of living, and old controls start fading. This part of your ascension is about releasing fears and victim consciousness so you can exit the lower timeline with ease and grace, my dears. You are learning to listen more closely to your divine spark and listening less to your ego self. This transition, my dears, moves you into the upper timeline that knows you are powerful and a divine creator. Remember how fast it is to create now in the third dimension, as was mentioned earlier on in this stream. So here's a practice that you can employ daily when fear starts to rise, is to simply say, I choose love instead. I know it's simple. I choose love instead. You don't have to fight the fear, my dear. Simply let it pass through you while you choose love instead. Anything that doesn't match these higher frequencies will be amplified for a while. The energies are strong. So if we have a negative, even a thought about something, those energies, just the same power is going to come and mimic that negative thought. So we got to be super, super, higher dimensional beings now. We've got to get off of our pity pot and our entitlements, and start living the higher life, back in the high life again, right? You are encouraged by the higher realms to consciously anchor love. Each morning you activate the upper timeline. Anchor love each morning to activate the upper timeline. Simply place your hand on your heart before you get out of bed and say, today I create with joy. Today I create with joy, or today I choose love. This will change the trajectory. It does for me. Just sharing this post with you. As the year progresses, things that used to feel heavy or difficult will resolve themselves much quicker, my dears. New friendships will form with those who match your new frequencies. The more you release fear, judgments, the more you allow positive things to come in your life. That's the point. Your nervous system, your cells, and senses are being upgraded daily. We're going to go a little longer today on Saturday. What else is new? Because it's almost over. This is almost over. I give you the complete thing. So if you listen back, you have these reminders of what your heart felt and the miracle that happens to you today because of this stream, my dears. Your nervous system, your cells, and your senses are being upgraded daily. Just remember, update me now. Update me now, Lord. Update me now. Update me now. I fell back again into my old self. Update me now, Lord. Right? So your nervous system cells and all that are being upgraded daily. Okay. These small changes in you can appear as hearings through things clearer, hearing things clearer, and being able to pick up on subtleties easier. Your body is learning to hold more light and work with these new incoming energies. The old habits of thinking of the future or worrying about the past will simply fade away as new qualities replace them. You are learning to live in the now frequencies, my dears. The benefits that will emerge include feelings of joy, gratitude, and presence. These will become your anchors that will steady your journey moving forward. Oh, How about an anchor of joy, my dears, an anchor of gratitude, an anchor of presence? Maybe that's our wish, our group wish. All right, let's make that our group wish. Feelings of joy, gratitude, and presence. These will become our anchors that will steady our journey moving forward. So this is the I am presence, my dears, we're talking about in this fifth dimension, which is the true sustainer and creator of all life. The I am sparks lives in the center of your being, and it's directly connected to source. It knows what is best for you and how to help you move forward to create experiences that not only match your heart, but matches the new earth and the fifth dimension. All right, that's our Holy Saturday. And guess what? Tomorrow's Holy Sunday, and Monday through the next Saturday is a holy week. Everything is holy, my dears. Everything is holy. His ever loving presence. Holy Holy. Uh, yeah, if that made sense. All right, so I'm about ready to let's rub these palms because they're full with life force, my dears. They're filled with prana. Put it right into the sore parts. Don't forget that healing's the application of love to the parts that hurt, my dears. And remember that the more that love means nothing to you, meaning that it doesn't have a personality to it, that it's just infinite, unceasing, the greater will be the healing. Inhale the breath. Oh, my dears, I'm gonna just be sparking and so happy for your miracle as it unfolds to you. I just say, watch for you know not which moment that beautiful, beautiful update is coming to you. The magic of your power to create. One more. Oh, beautiful. Now let's just put our eyes, the glasses on, and it's got a two power kind of a thing here that we are looking through the eyes of pure love and light. At the same time, anything that's in our aura, anything that's in our minds, anything that is negative, anything that hurts, anything that makes things complicated, anything that doesn't make you feel absolutely like Tara terrific, Marty terrific, Lynn terrific, Lisa ter- terrific, Jim terrific, Kathleen terrific, and Ellen. We got to make sure we get update me now. All right. So we love, we care. Look at all that care and energy coming off of this rainbow bridge, this rainbow tribe of ours that is now just totally in the fifth dimension because that's what we have focused on. So we are caring for everybody. All right. God bless us all. And then let's shine the light. That's so much fun. Shining, my dears, shining, shining, shining. Okay. And just think of your brothers and sisters today, and not just on the tribe, but everywhere. Just be happy for them. All right. Everybody, everybody, everybody is God in disguise. So thank you so much. Does anyone have anything you would like to say to the group this morning? And yeah, and may your wishes be fulfilled. Like, yeah, totally fulfilled. And then that, well, once you have your top priority wish, the one that's just between your heart and soul and God and spirit and everything like that, then you go down the list. God says, keep going. Let's go down the list of other things that you need my help with. All right. So, all feeling better? A little bit better? Huh? A little lighter? Hmm? Do you feel like dancing in the rain? Da 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 da. Right? Do you feel like a little dance, a little happy dance? Whatever. Anyway, love you all. You made the morning for me. I hope you made it for everybody, and you included. All right. So Have a beautiful Saturday, and I'll see you on Easter Sunday. If you want to make it, I'm going to be here. We'll have our little updates for tomorrow. All right. Much love, much light. Share the joy, my dears. Love you. I know you will. Happy is as happy does. All right. Love y'all. See you in the most beautiful state of consciousness we can be in together. Aho. Namaste. Love you all.